Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm iPommy and today I really want to chat with y'all about the new games that I bought. Yeah, there's a lot because there's a lot of Black Friday sales or maybe just sales in general going on. I'm not really sure if all of them were specifically Black Friday, but I actually do think they are. And I have done, I think, like a game haul video in the past, but recently I've been watching a lot of Rita's videos from Food for Dogs, she's such a lovely lady and I really enjoy listening to her talk about games, and she has really inspired me to make another one of these videos again and chat about the games that I bought recently in the past couple of weeks, months, and today. And also she also inspired me in some of the games that I decided to pick up, because she plays a wide variety of games, but she definitely plays a lot of visual novels and jrpgs as far as I could tell from her videos, and I've been really wanting to get more into those. I've been dipping my toes in them for the past couple of weeks, so yeah, she also inspired me to pick up some of these games, so I would highly recommend, if you aren't already familiar with her YouTube channel, to check it out. I'll definitely link it in my description box down below. But yeah, that's kind of like the inspiration for this video, and I'm excited to share these games with you guys. So I did pick up some physical games, and then I picked up a bunch of digital games, mainly. I only have like 4 physical games to show you, and then I don't know, like 15 digital games to talk about. And so a lot of these were for the Nintendo Switch, but also quite a lot were for PC, but I will be playing them on my Steam Deck, hopefully all of them if possible. I'm thinking the ones that I got are probably going to be playable on the Steam Deck. I hope so anyway, because I'm not really playing on my PC that much, but if I need to, I will. Alright, so let's get into the physical one. So the first one is maybe... almost dropped it. So the first one is maybe not as exciting because I've talked about Animal Crossing a lot. I already own it, but I own a digital version just for, you know, my regular normal island for my Switch OLED, and I play a lot. I bought it on release, but recently I've modded one of my old Switches, and I've tried modding Animal Crossing, and I needed a separate actual physical copy for that. I think I didn't want to risk anything with my own save file, so just to be sure, I bought a whole new copy of Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is, I think, literally the only game that I always own multiple copies of. I also had like 3 copies of Animal Crossing New Leaf because I wanted to start different towns, so yeah, another copy of Animal Crossing New Horizons. If you don't know Animal Crossing, which you probably do, right? This is a Switch exclusive game. It is lovely. I do really love Animal Crossing New Leaf so much more, but Animal Crossing New Horizons is still really great. I know it's many people's first Animal Crossing game. I think it's a great introduction to the franchise still. It is such a cozy, relaxed game. You're really supposed to play it day by day, log in daily and do your stuff. It runs in real time, so you know, if you play for hours on end, sometimes you might just run out of things to do for that day, and it's kind of intended to be that way. I am a time traveler though, so I do skip time to get more stuff done in the game, but this one definitely focused a lot on aesthetic and decorating, which is nice, although sometimes it does make the game feel a little empty to me. I still have hundreds of hours into this, don't get me wrong, but I do miss the character that I used to have, and I hope in the next game we'll definitely see more of that as well. But yeah, and then a game I bought. Then of course I need to mention this as another Switch exclusive. I bought Pokemon Violet and my boyfriend bought Pokemon Scarlet. These are the new Pokemon releases. They released last week. When you're seeing this video, I don't know, in November of this year, 2022. We played it on release with a couple friends coming over for the weekend. It was really fun, and I am really enjoying this. I had a rocky start with this because the graphics are terrible. There's so many glitches and things wrong with this game, but nothing that has impacted my gameplay. Luckily, I haven't had any crashes or anything really severe, just like visual glitches, which is kind of silly for such a high-grossing franchise to have that many glitches. The first few hours, you know, it took me a while to get into it, so the first day I would say I played it, I was like, I'm not sure if I like it as much, and then it got me. And I'm obsessed, addicted. I love it so much. I have almost 50 hours into it now, and I have collected all the badges that are to collect. I think there's like 18 of them. I've defeated the Elite Four. I'm now playing through the last bit of the story before I get the credits, so I'm pretty far into the game, close to beating it, and it's so enjoyable. The open world really makes me love this game, and it's now my favorite Pokemon game just because of that. I love the picnicking gimmicks, the cooking sandwiches, the way you can get a little closer with your Pokemon by like washing them. That's all the stuff I really love. I really like the story. I think it's very interesting. I kind of like most of the new mechanics and stuff they've introduced, so I can sort of like forgive the ugliness of the game, because honestly, in my opinion, it's just not a pretty game. It does not look polished. It does not look finished. That is disappointing, but still, this is my favorite Pokemon game, and Legends Arceus or Arceus is the one after that, so I think this open world formula is really working for me with these Pokemon games. And then the last game that I bought physically is Persona 5 Royal. I keep wanting to say Persona Royal 5. I don't know. It just sounds more logical to me. Anyway, I bought this because it was on sale. It was actually a very steep discount, and my colleague was really hyping it up. He really likes it, and in general, so many people love this game. It's on so many people's like most favorite JRPGs, so I just really wanted to check it out. I have not played a Persona game at all before, but I like quickly googled it, and as far as I can tell, it's okay to just start with this one. And also, these games are apparently like super long to play through, so I was like, let me just start with this one and see if I like it before I might play the older games. I don't know too much about this. I know that it's like a really interesting story and has to do with like the subconscious and dreams, and then you have like the visual novel part, maybe also dating sim part, and then there's also these like dungeons and fighting stuff in it too. I think the art style for this one is so unique. It looks so interesting to me, very bright and clashing, but really pretty. And maybe there's also some like psychological influences in this. I'm really excited to play this, but I probably am not gonna pick it up super soon, even though I went to, because I have so many other games to play through as well.
Yes. Now come at me. No one's gonna stop me now.
And then the last game that I bought physically, but I actually just ordered it today, so it's not here yet, is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So it's kind of weird order I'm going in, but yeah, that's why I have to go in this order, because I started to talk about the physical games first. But yeah, ordered that one. It's not here yet, but I do own Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I don't really know why I bought the second one first. I bought it like 2 years ago digitally. I played it a little, really liked it, put it down because of several personal reasons, and then never really picked it back up again. So now I do want to pick it back up again, but I kind of just want to start with 1, then play 2, and then play 3. Again, my colleague really likes 3, and also I heard so many amazing things about Xenoblade also from my community, people on Discord. So many people love it, so definitely want to pick it back up. I saw that this copy was, again, really big discount right now on Amazon, so that's why I decided to get it. It's not here yet, but it is another physical copy. So now we're moving into the digital games that I bought for the Nintendo Switch. I might as well stick with Xenoblade Chronicles, because now I have 2 and 3. Obviously I had to buy the first one, so it was luckily also on sale digitally. I also mentioned it in my Nintendo Switch sale video. And yeah, I bought Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. This is the first one. It's remastered for the Nintendo Switch, and this is like a very expansive big JRPG series. Looks very different from Persona 5 Royal in art style, and I think also in setting. That one is more in a modern day setting, and this one is definitely more like fantasy, past, medieval kind of thing. It looks really cool, and yeah, I've heard great things about the story and the characters, so I'm very excited.
It's Telethia! I cannot return to the capital with this monster still standing.
Alright, next up for my digital games for the Switch are 2 that I got for free from the publisher. So the first one I have also mentioned in the video, and it's Lemon Cake. This one is just a super cute, relaxed game that was already out on Steam, but it's now recently also come to the Nintendo Switch, which is perfect for handheld gaming, of course. Also, here's Navi. I think she wants to leave the room, so probably gonna have to let her out. But anyway, Lemon Cake is so much fun. You have your cute own little bakery, and you're just trying to breathe new life into it, and you can also grow your own little ingredients that you use in the baking. It's super wholesome and cute. And then another game that I was gifted by the publisher that sponsored that video that I made as well is ARK Dinosaur Discovery. So this is like a sort of like family-friendly add-on in the ARK franchise. You just get to go out and explore and meet or find all of these new dinosaurs and learn like these interesting little facts about them. It's another one My cat wants to leave the room. 1 second, please. Alright, so yes, I was talking about our ARK Dinosaur Discovery. It's another super chill game where you also get to learn a little bit, especially if you're interested in dinosaurs. So yeah, it's another digital game that I got for the Switch. And also the last one I wanted to talk about for the Switch, because I'm pretty sure the other ones that I've bought I've already talked about in previous videos. I might have forgotten some. I need to keep better track of it, but yeah, that's a bit harder when you have digital games. Okay, now we need to move on to Steam, and actually I've bought all of these in the Steam sale recently. The Steam sale was crazy good. It was so amazing. I bought most of these games for like 4 euros, 5 euros, something wild like that. So yeah, let's get into it. So these are mainly the games that, like I mentioned, Food for Dogs really like piqued my interest, you know, when she was talking about. I was like, I want to check it out for myself. That sounds really fun. So yeah. So first up, I bought, I think, the only 3 games, or at least the first 3 games in the Danganronpa series franchise. So I think we have version 1, 2, and 3. I don't know too much about these, but they've always intrigued me. I remember years ago when I first was like on Tumblr. I started my gaming Tumblr, which I still have. It's ipommy.tumblr.com if you want to follow it. I'm trying to be a little bit more active on there again. But yeah, I saw the cute little bear and I was like, what is that from? And then I discovered it was from Danganronpa, and then I also liked that it was cute but like horror-ish, which I really enjoy. So it's always been like on my radar because of that, but I've never really checked it out, and now I really want to. I feel like there's such classic like visual novel mystery, murder mystery kind of games, and I really like the art style for it too. The art style slightly, not really, but slightly reminds me of the Persona games too. I don't know, with the fleshy kind of backgrounds maybe, I don't know. But yeah, they were really big on sale, all 3 of them in a bundle, you know. So I decided to get them on Steam, and I can play them on my Steam Deck, and I'm really excited to try this like murder mystery kind of visual novel. Luckily I have not been spoiled for anything. I don't really know anything. I think you're like locked in a school. You need to find out the person that like killed someone. I'm very excited.
Spit it out already.
Why? How many times do I have to tell you? What are you saying?
That's enough!
Shut up!
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair!
Let's give it everything we've got!
Just hold on! That can't be
You're
true!
a liar! Wait, what?
Next up is another one that is like a visual novel but more of a otome dating sim, I think, and it's called Date Alive. Reincarnation. Again, super cheap. I thought the girls looked really cute. I wanted to get it. I think this is, I've played otome games of course in the past. I've talked about them too, but I've always played them as like the female main character with the male love interest. But I think this is the other way around. So you're the male main character with the female love interest. We'll see what it's all about. I like the art. I thought it looked cute, so I got it. Then I got one that I've also been really interested in, and with this discount, I think it was like 80% off or something, I had to get it. It's Digimon. It's a Digimon game. It's called Digimon Story Cybersleuth, the complete edition. And I actually, listen, I'm a huge Pokemon fan, of course. I just showed you Pokemon Violet. But I also really like Digimon, and I never felt like I had to pick one over the other. I liked Pokemon more, but I used to really like Digimon, like watching it on TV. So I've been interested in this game. It looks really nice and pretty, and I saw that there was like this good story again, and then you also get to collect the Digimon, and I was like, you know what, for this discount, collecting the Digimon, I'm in a Pokemon mood right now. I'm always finished with Pokemon. I want to get this. So I'm very eager to check this one out.
I haven't introduced myself. I'm Kyoko Kuremi, just your average cyber detective. It was meeting the teenager that first got me involved in this crazy affair. Incidents committed by hackers using Digimon in cyberspace. Bizarre changes in the real world. A single mastermind behind these crimes. When the world is in crisis, a wish from a girl will create miracles.
Then I got another one that was definitely inspired by Food for Dogs too. I got the visual novel Steins. I had never heard of this one before, but I'm only just really getting into visual novels and like looking around in the community a little bit, so maybe that's why. But as far as I can see on Steam as well, this one is like a fan favorite. So many people love this, and I think it was actually the visual novel that inspired all of these spin-off media, like the anime and the manga or whatever. I think it's like, I don't know if it's like truly psychological horror, but it's definitely like another more murder mystery. I do believe it can get very sad visual novels, so very different, but it really intrigues me. I am interested in like true crime stuff. I usually listen to like true crime podcasts and all that stuff, so I definitely feel like this murder mystery kind of thing is gonna grip me, so I decided with this steep of a discount to check it out. Okay, then we have 3 more games that I hope I'm gonna like, but these are the ones that I was talking about. They were like €4 a piece, so I got 3 of the Sword Art Online games. Never watched the anime, so I might have to watch. I have actually watched, I think, like the first few episodes years and years ago. Don't really remember much, except I think they were like in a virtual world, like a virtual game world. Like, that's it. I bought Lost Song, Hollow Realization, and Fatal Bullets, and I do believe I googled it quickly. These 3 should be played in order if you want to like get the full story. So I decided to do that. I really liked the way the art style looked, and I've been wanting to get more into like jrpgs, tactical combat strategy kind of stuff, so I decided to grab them. I'm really excited to try and see what I think of them. And then the last 2 games that I bought are 2 in the Tales of series, but I'm not sure if I can like already play them or if I have to play something else, because there's like so many games in this series. So I just decided I want to get into it eventually. I'll just get the 2 that are on sale, like are super ridiculously cheap. So I got Tales of Berseria and Tales of Vesperia, and what I read online, you have to play Berseria first before you play Vesperia, but I'm not sure if you have to play anything before that to really get the story, anything in between. Like, it gets a little bit complicated when there's like 10 games in a series and they're all prequels and sequels, and you're like, oh my god. So I'll have to really look into it, but for now it was just like, I want to get into the series anyway, so it might be a good idea to slowly start collecting them when they're on sale. So I'll save money on the end, right?
To save you. We will beat him if we must.
But now we're really gonna start saving money. You guys have to hold me accountable, okay? But the sale was just so good. The sale on Steam was incredibly good, and then, you know, I had to get Pokemon Violet, so that one unfortunately was not on sale, but the other games all were, except for Animal Crossing and Pokemon, but the other ones were. So that's how I'm justifying this to myself. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for making it all the way through here and listening to my ramblings. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to subscribe if you want to. You can also follow me on any of my other social media, which is linked in my description box down below, as well as you can join my Discord server. Feel free to do so. We just chat about games and life stuff over there. And yeah, that was really it. Let me know, what games have you bought in the sale? Are there any games that you have played that I have mentioned? I would love to know your opinion, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.